Welcome to Trading Lounge and the gold, and we'll do silver today as well. So just quickly in the bigger picture here on the monthly chart, you can see that we are still heading higher in this sequence here, and as expected we were looking to have a correction at the trading level 2, as I call it. So 1, 2, 3 are all major trading levels, and we are having that correction here. So let's go in and investigate that here on the weekly chart. So even in this sequence here, we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then we're going up for wave 5 here in blue. Between 4 and 5, we're looking for 5-wave pattern, fractal, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here. And let's go in and take a closer look at this little pattern here, which is a wave 4, which is a bullish corrective pattern. So on the 4-hour chart here, we'd been looking at this as wave 3 to here and then down to wave 4. We were looking at this as an A wave here and then a triangle in this space here of an A, B, C, D and E here for wave B, and then counting 5 waves down into this space here as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 in here. I think I'll just clear some of these up while I'm here, a bit of housework on the hop. We'll leave the bottom ones in. Group 1 is important here. So yeah, look, pretty clear 5-wave structure here, but let's look at that on the hourly chart where we've got a clearer pattern here. So from wave B here, we're going to look down for wave 1. We're selling into wave 2 here, and so here, wave 3 and 4, and down for wave 5 here. So on our trade, we were looking to take profit in this space, so we should be out of it now. If not, then just put the stop. Always take, always think about what you're going to do. Always I always say to myself, take the next logical step, because you think, well, I should get out here. But then again, the market could just be a rally and we go down again. So that would be pointless and you'd be kicking yourself. But if you take the next logical step, which would be putting it above the high here, then that would be the thing to do. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to look to go long. So really what we want to see here is a move. This is group 2 here. So group 2, 65, 72 and 80 here. So we want to go long on support of 8772. 18772. And yeah, and once that's breached here, then we can bring that. At the moment, when you take it, we'll put the stop under here. Once that's triggered and you got tested support on 72, then you can bring your stop up under this low here. We're also going to look to add on top of 1900 as well, and we'll also look to add through group 1 here. Our target to the upside here will be something up around the 2100 mark here. So we've got a nice journey to make together here in this if we have got this correct. So as always, don't overtrade. Make sure you manage your risk, and let's see how this plays out here. So first of all, we're just going to leave the stop under this low here. So you need to take that that heat there. Right, so that's all pretty simple really, so I'll just leave that at that. Let's take a look at silver. So with silver, I'm kind of looking at it in 2 ways. Here we go. Still looking at it as a wave 4. We've come back down and hit on this trend line through here, and this is the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree in here. So we're not far off where we should be. So that level in there, so we're not far off that. And it's typical for wave 4s to break the current trend line as well from, well, really wave 1 and 2 here, but I've just taken it from this 2 here. So yeah, I expect wave 4 to break the trend line. In this case. So this situation here can be counted a little bit differently. This is what I need to talk about. So We could look at wave B here, and then we would look at this as wave 1 here and 2 here, and then wave 3 here, and then wave 4, and then wave 5 coming down. Now wave 5 won't be very long because the extension's in wave 3, so it could be roughly the same size as 1 here. So we've got that scenario. Then we've got the scenario that, well, we should really be lining it up with gold, Pete, so we should really put wave B there and have this as a triangle as well as well, the same as gold, so an A wave here, B wave here, and then a C wave here with the triangle in wave B here. And then that would be finished and done and dusted at that point. So let's just go check this out here. So I don't really know which is the best way to treat it. So we just, if we treat it like gold, then we have a low in place. So we can put this here as an A, B, C, D, and E wave here. I should just separate them a little bit here. Wave B here for that, and wave D here for that. And in that case, we've got a nice clear 5 waves down here, so we've actually completed it down here for that. Right, so we can just copy that wave 4 there and put that there and that there, and we're done at that point, and we'll move up from that point. Or we're going to move up to the 38.2% retracement level and move down. That's what I'm not sure about. I mean, I would imagine that would follow gold. I mean, look, to be honest, I don't know all the little idiosyncrasies of silver. I've only picked it up since the last load, when we started looking at it, or not even on a weekly chart. We need to go to a monthly chart or quarterly or something, because when we had this capitulation here, and I knew that we had a little 5-wave structure here, so that's when we picked it up in this space here. So I haven't spent time with this, it's sort of like, like going to another country, say you've been there, but you haven't lived there, so you don't know it that well. So anyway, that's what I'm sort of up against at the moment. But I'd imagine that we would have that wave C low in here, but anyway, I just need to caution, that's all. So what we need to see here is a really nice impulse wave to the upside to start off with. So let's just go to the tick chart here and see what we've got at that point. Just bear with me a second. No, it still didn't give it to me. Okay, that's better. So we've got that low there. This looks like a 5-wave structure, doesn't it? It's a little bit drunk, but it's there. And then we've got our ABC pattern here. And then I'd imagine that all of this is just the 3rd wave there, coming back to the 38.2. So that means that we should, I mean, that could be corrective. That could be an A and a B and a C, and we're done at that point, right? So we need to acknowledge these things. So let's just see what we've got here. That's good. That's 300. So that's when I see 300 or the number 3, I know that's group 1, and getting support on group 1 is critical. So I can't draw on a tick chart here. So what I might do is I might just go to the 15-minute chart where I can draw. The stochastics has pulled right back, so that's nice. So I'm thinking that, let's just tag this out, shall we? 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. I mean, there are computer software that do a lot of this for you, but I've seen just about all of them, and I understand their algos, and I understand their weak spots and their strength and so on and so on, but I've been doing Elliott since computers came. I used to hand draw stuff before computers came in on board, so that's why I don't use a computer to do it, because I just understand their weak spots, you know. And not to say that I don't have any either, but Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll push up for wave 5 here. Gold's probably in the same boat actually, and then an A and a B and a C wave back here again. It'll probably just pull back to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. It doesn't have to pull back to the 61.8% mark, you know. Wave A is probably normally a bit sharper. Well, you can see here actually wave A is quite sharp. Well, wave C is quite sharp here too, so just be mindful of that. That's its little fingerprint. But what I'm suggesting is that we've got this level to work with. That's the number that we're working with. So really we've got the classic trading levels pattern going on here, where we've got the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, then the ABC pattern here. So I'm just pointing out the safe trade here. So the safe trade would be on top of wave B here. We start up here and then we can bring it down to this point. So we just put that into green here. That's that. And if that's triggered, then you put the stop under here. Okay, it's just straight away, wherever that may be. Now you also may be able to get a better position, because this whole pattern that's sitting here, this classic trading levels pattern, you should see a smaller version of that just in here, in this space here. So the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, a little ABC pattern here, and then Bob's your uncle and off you go from that side. So you should be able to get a better position still at that point here. And let's just consider a few things here. We should get, there's no real difficulty over here until we get to the 2,500 here. So that's the medium level. That's going to be the problem there. So don't go buying late into this section just here, because we want to see another pattern like this here sitting over here for this. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to my 4-hour chart, because I may forget to come back to the 15-minute chart, and we'll just put that on to squash that in. So what we're looking for here, and what we've just done so far, is we're looking for wave 5 to go up here, and then we're looking for an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave to come back here. If that's taken out, then we're on our way from that point there. And the good thing about doing it this way too is that because we've got 5 waves here, that means that after a correction we're going to get another 5 waves up here. So at least that's going to take us up to here. Now the other point here is that if this is wave 3 here and we're going back for wave 4, well then that will pull back 38.2%. So that comes into 2,400. So and it's going to hit that supply there. So, but don't panic at that point. Don't go bringing your stop up too close. You can bring your stop up closer to break even here at that point, right? But don't panic. There is going to be another little classic trading levels pattern or something similar to that sitting at the 400 here. So there will be a reaction at that point, but don't panic. You just need to allow it to play out at that point, because it can just react here a little bit and then continue to the upside at that point. So the question you need to ask yourself is, which pattern is right here? Will silver follow gold? I would imagine it would do, and that we have this locked in here, but it's my job to look at all the patterns and find weaknesses and strength and point them out, and that's what I've done. So let's see this play out. Also, this is in line with the S&P 500. So another way to look at this is NASDAQ will be leading to the upside. So what we want to see is we want to see the NASDAQ sitting on support of 11,000. Because if it can find support on 11,000, it's nearly there now, then the stock is going to push up and the gold will push up with it. And the silver will push up. So that's what we're looking for. So we'll see. Alrighty. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.